Hello, Internet, and welcome back to the Story Nook. It's been forever and a day, it feels like, since I've read. I may be the hidden boss, but I'm not the villain, the demon lord. Villainess Level 99. We're going to be picking up where we left over. Our writer is Satari Tanabata, and our illustrator is T. We are still in Chapter 6, because this is a very, very long. Villainous Level 99 has really, really long chapters. Which is why, I took a break and I wasn't waking up early enough. And now it's the weekend. I didn't record anything yesterday. I meant to record and publish yesterday. But I got distracted. My husband was just like, we're gonna go get tea. And then we went out and we were out, all day. But yeah, go ahead, grab your tea, your hot cocoa, your water, and join me as we read. Yesterday we went to a boba tea spot called Kung Fu Tea, and they have a Pokemon collab going on, and we went and we got drinks from there. It was really nice, and I'm very happy that they have multiple locations in the US, because I was going to be so sad, oh, it's in the US? Where in the US, you know? Yeah. But yeah, go ahead, grab your tea, your water, your hot cocoa, all that stuff. I've got water in my blue Peeps tumbler cup, and I've got a candle that is refusing to burn evenly that I'm trying to fix. Such a pain. After discussing it with the king, it was decided that I would announce my succession of the title of the Countess at the founding festival, along with the announcement about the resurrection of the Demon Lord. The festival was right at the beginning of winter, and aristocrats from all over gathered at the royal capital to celebrate the founding of the kingdom. Patrick was very worried about the multiple assassination attempts on me. I got permission from the king as well, so I decided to at least tell him what happened. We were sitting across from each other in my dorms while drinking warm tea. So with that, I'm a countess now. I see. You went through a lot, though. Yeah, Patrick's simple words felt like they lifted a weight off my chest. I thought I was fine, but a lot had happened. And I must have been tired at the end of it all. I'm surprised that you're going to succeed the title. Did something in you change? You know how it's hard to live in this country with black hair? I'd like to change that, so I can avoid putting myself out there anymore. I like your hair. Is that not enough? Patrick asked, staring straight into my eyes. Geez, that scared me. I thought he was asking me out for a moment. But it was just about my hair. If it was just about me, then that would be enough. But thanks to a certain boy, who is he? Where is he from? Immediately, should I be concerned? Do I need to be a jealous man? What? That's what you want to know? I began telling him about the events surrounding Phil in order, including the fact that Phil made me feel like the entire kingdom needed to change. Because of that, I thought I needed to bring change to the entire kingdom. There's probably a lot of people who are having a hard time, and we just don't see it. This was a small declaration of my determination. Patrick had a stern expression after learning what I had to say. Will that bring you happiness, Humilia? He leaned in and whispered, genuinely worried about my future. If you leave for somewhere far away, you could live freely and not worry about that. I could go too, and please stop. I've already made up my mind. Patrick was kind. If I were to hear him out any longer, my determination would have wavered. Okay then, I'll help you as much as I can. It's not like I'm completely unrelated to the issue, he said with a soft smile as he touched his gray hair. Thank you. I guess the first thing is to make sure we graduate. His Majesty said I could deal with the county after that. His Majesty's like, you are still a child. The current owner of the county being absent made me uneasy, but Darkness County had spent several decades with the current owner away from the area. There was already a system in place where the deputy handled the actual work, and the owner, living in the royal capital, would just sign off on the documents. Of course, things couldn't stay that way forever, but it was something that could be dealt with in 1 or 2 years after I graduate from the academy. There was a message from His Majesty saying that things could be left to the deputy until I defeated the Demon Lord and graduated. Does that mean you'll be returning to Darkness County immediately after graduating? Yeah, that's the plan, though I do think it would be best if I visited at least once before that happens. Mucus in my body building up, trying to kill me. I think you can just send a letter. You're planning on going to Darkness County with Ryu, aren't you? That would cause an unimaginable friendly. Darn, I knew it. The king also implied the same thing. I guess I'll send a letter then. There's a lot to think about now that I'll be a countess. You can take it slowly. I'll help you out too. I was to become the county owner of Darkness as a countess, so I also had to think of my heir. Worst case, I could just adopt. So there was no need to focus on marriage as my only solution. I can't marry someone who just wants my land, and I don't want someone who's too much older than me either. If possible, I like to build a good relationship with my marriage partner. And I liked him to have been a second-born or younger provincial aristocrat with knowledge regarding a county. Now that I had given it some thought, there were quite a few requirements. On top of that, I would need them to be cooperative towards me. I don't think there would be anyone who'd conveniently match all that. Hey Patrick, how do you feel about me adopting you? Once again, saying something completely out of nowhere. Adoption? What? You're the second born in your family, right? Since you can't succeed the title of Margrave, how about settling for a count? I don't want to be adopted. I wasn't expecting him to turn me down right away, so I was a bit shocked. I thought it would be nice if we could become family, but I guess you don't want that. That's not what I said, Patrick exclaimed, raising his voice. Something he rarely did, because it's just like, why is your thought to just adopt me? He's like, I'm trying to become stronger than you, which is damn near gonna be impossible, so I can possibly go, hey, I'm stronger than you now. Can we date? Because he heard your line about I only date men stronger than me. There must be another reason he doesn't want to then. I decide to reason with him. Don't worry, I'll retire right away. I won't pick on your wife or anything. I just don't want to refer to you as my mother. Which is very smart. Like, my friend is crazy. I also went to refer to crazy friend as my mom. His reasoning was understandable. It was insane to think about us being parent and child when we were the same age. Or actually, it might not be that unheard of with aristocrats. I feel like I may or may not have heard of people whose second wives were younger than their children. Patrick seemed to be seriously against it, so I stopped the adoption discussion there. And we started reminiscing about the past together. It hadn't even been 2 years since we entered the academy, yet the topics were endless. My body doesn't know how to breathe today. It's been a while since we talked this much, especially since I haven't gotten to spend much time with you these days, I admit it. Can't you tell me where you've been going all this time already? Just wait a little bit longer. After that, there's something I want to tell you. With that, Patrick left. It was around the time we entered our second year at the academy. But Patrick often ventured outside the academy alone. Not getting to spend much time with him made me feel lonely. Lonely, huh? I'd been alone all my life, yet I feel lonely now. It's pretty clear what my feelings toward him are. I guess my time with Patrick ends at graduation, I muttered to myself. I was dreading our graduation from the academy in a year and a half, more than the resurrection of the Demon Lord in 6 months. I wonder if I'll be able to tell him how I feel by then. And now we have this section. We're going to end it here, because my body has decided it doesn't know how to fucking breathe. But thank you all so much for being here. Remember to stay safe, stay healthy, stay hydrated, all that good stuff. I'm gonna take a brief break, probably. I wish I still had that warm chata drink I had, but I don't. I'll have to probably warm up some tea. Remember that you're all awesome, you're all amazing, all that good stuff. And let me go ahead and thank the Patreon Ko-fi supporters. You support me there. Patreon, you can commission. Patreon, you get early access to all my artwork, my writing, all that good stuff. You'll get to see the graphic novel I've been working on. Ko-fi, you can commission me there, and then your names will be read out in the credits for, like, forever. But Cassie G, Kaleidoscope Chick, Tweed D Cakes, Axel1154, Jettis DS, Axel Akara, Semi-Random Sevens, and Micah. Thank you all so much for being here. You're all amazing. And all that good jazz. Other ways you can support me, I've been writing and self-publishing ebooks online. If you want to pick any of those up, they're like $1 and beginning on December 8th. If you get ebooks from Smashwords, my books will be on sale. So it's like 25% off or 20% off of a $1 book. So like 75 cents essentially. So yeah, remember to stay safe, stay healthy, all that good jazz. And yeah, I'm going to try to record and post one video a day. So my plan is to hopefully record for about 15-20 minutes a day and have something to go up either that day or the next day. And I might record a little bit ahead because I've been getting distracted with things. So yeah, also it's been really cold. Like it's in like the 50s, 40s, and because I live in a trailer, it's like in the 30s inside. And the wiring was not the best in here, so I have to be careful with the heaters, how long I leave them on, because fire hazard and whatnot. So yeah, stay safe, stay healthy, all that good jazz. Bye-bye!